Have you heard of father trauma and then you are wondering how to identify if you have it or not? All right, so this episode is going to help us identify what father trauma is and how to know when someone is struggling with it. My name is Esther Molopo and you're welcome to my space. So let's move on. So before we go further, what is father trauma? Now, when you talk about father trauma, we are referring to that emotional wound individual incurred as a result of their father lack of involvement in their lives. And when you talk about father trauma, it comes in diverse ways. It comes in different ways to different people. So one, it may be, father abandonment, when the father automatically unfathered himself in the life of their girls or their children. So to another person, it may be having a father at home and then experiencing neglect from that father. So this kind of person have father living with them under the same roof, but have nothing to do with the dad. I mean, the dad is totally out of their lives, emotionally unavailable, physically present but emotionally unavailable and all that. Now to some another person, it could be that the father is actually available but in such an abusive way. So to this person, they have a father, but the father is so abusive in such a way that they almost think of not having anything to do with him. All right, so to another person, is having a father who is also available, but this father is not assuming the responsibility of fatherhood in the area of provision and the area of protection and security, right? So to another person, it could be fatherly death. When a person all of a sudden loses his or her father. So there have been a lot of research when it comes to father involvement in the life of their girls. So according to this research, it was found that girls who have fathers in their life, number one, develop a healthy self-esteem compared to girls who doesn't have fathers in their life or fatherly figures. So which means that fathers is actually a bedrock of a girl's healthy self-esteem development. So if a girl lack father involvement, it will affect her growth and it also affects her self-esteem development. So the next thing is, it has also been found that girls with father involvement have little or no issues when it comes to developing their relationship with other male figures. So girls with father involvement understand the way men think. They understand what to expect from any man that will be showing interest in their lives. They know what to or how to relate with men and all that. Compared to girls who don't have father involvement, they usually struggle with, what to expect from men, what kind of men they should, what kind of men that is suitable for them and all that. So it has been found that girls with father involvement find it easy to build boundaries in their relationship. I mean, compared to girls without father involvement, most of the time they want to please, they want to get attentions, and as a result of that, they end up doing a whole lot of things to attract attention, to attract love, to attract acceptance from male around them. Let's talk about few yardstick to measure if someone is struggling with father involvement or not. So number one is performing to be loved, accepted, or recognized. So have you ever seen someone who is always working so hard to earn attention, to earn recognition, to earn acceptance? Most of the time is a result of them struggling with lack of father involvement. When someone has fathers in their lives, it helps them to understand their self-worth, that they don't actually need to overwork themselves to gain attention, to gain love or attachment. So the next thing is the belief of feeling unworthy or not good enough. So when you see someone always struggling with not being good enough, not feeling of unworthiness and feeling of not being good enough, it's a pure sign that person is struggling with father involvement. I mean, I've seen this play out in my life, and it's such a horrible place to be. So the third thing is assuming all males are figures. I mean, when you always see someone who is always assuming that Every man that's nice at them could be a father. Everyone that accepts them could be a father. There is a problem somewhere. This particular character will push them into being so vulnerable to male, to the point of defilement, to the point of being taken advantage of. That's where you see someone who thinks that, I so love this person, I so trust this person, and this person is taking advantage of me, right? So they are always looking for fathers in every man. So that is one of the ways we notice that someone is struggling with father involvement. So the next thing is this intense soul void, feeling incomplete, feeling there's something missing. In every child's life, there is a space carved out for their father in their heart, in their life. So when that space is empty, it always shows itself intense soul void. So the next one is too domineering or too vulnerable towards relationship. So I don't know whether you have seen some people who are so domineering in the relationship. They want to be in church. They want to, to be heard. They do it every strength. Sometimes it is just of not having father figure. And some people, just like I mentioned initially, some people have fathers in their lives who are not, they are actually there, but they are not playing that role. And then there's other people who have their father in their life, but the fathers are too domineering. You have some girls like that, they want to prove to their father that they can succeed with or without them. Father accent sometimes play itself into these two ways, either being domineering or being too vulnerable. Don't be domineering. They want to prove to the father that they with or without them they can succeed. Being too vulnerable, is often crying out, that they want a father, and anyone is welcome to this space to play that role. You get. So the next one is associating pain to love. Some people so associate pain to love that even when they are being mistreated, they are being abused, they are being beaten, they see it that this is love. This is love. This is what love should be. When such an individual find themselves in a space where they are being abused, they don't want to leave because of what they feel that this person love, for them to be accepted by this person worth being held onto despite whatsoever. This is few ways that people exhibit their quest for father involvement in their lives. All right. In conclusion, what happens to us may be different, but most of the time it shows itself in the same way. So paying attention, acknowledging that you have a wound, you have a wound, there's something that is wrong with you, is a first step in treating the struggle you have within you. And thank you so much for joining. If there's any other question, you want us to answer, do well to drop it at the comment section. And thank you.